Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hello, my name is Peggy. It has been a long time since I posted now. I had a lot happen. I started a new job, my daughter started big school, and basically life happened. So I sort of thought the best thing coming back into posting again was to basically just do a WIP parade, because I've obviously started a lot since my last one. And so yes, I don't want to make this video too long, so I've just got piles and we're just going to go through it so that then I can update my Instagram and it gives me a good starting point moving forward. So I'm just going to preface this by I don't remember exactly what I've shown you. I can't tell you if there's more work. So basically treat this like a fresh one and take it for what it is. All right, so this is from a Disney cross stitch magazine. So that's it there. And I've actually got some pretty good progress on this. I was missing a color, but I've got that. So this is a piece of 18 count cruising, which was a fabric of the month from Paddock Lane Designs. So I've got most of the flower and the outline done now, most of the book's done, just some fill-in, and then I have to do Clocksworth and Lumiere, so that's that one. Okay, that was really loud, I'm really sorry. I will be more gentle moving forward, sorry if you had headphones. Okay, so this one here is a mystery stitch along from Fox and Rabbit Designs. So if you did want to see that, I will try and link that in the description box. So every month they're bringing out a new piece. This is on a piece of 18 count Haunted from Paddock Lane Designs. So I am fully caught up to the end of March. Over here, it's meant to say Faith, but I'm thinking I'm going to put my daughter's name in there. I think there are going to be like 3 bubbles like that, so I'm sort of waiting to see what it looks like before I fully commit to anything. This fabric's so beautiful. So there's that one. Yeah, I really like this pattern, and they've got a Facebook group, so you can see what everyone's done and the colors that they've chosen, because it is charted with just like one color and everyone's doing what they want. So I love that Facebook page, especially if you were to start it later. I think you get a lot of just like good ideas as to what to do. Okay, the next one is from the Cross Stitch from the Earth book by Emma Condon. So I'm doing this one, and this is what I've got. So I'm almost halfway. So I'm just trying to get that first 2 pages finished, so then I can roll over to the second 2 pages. That was a piece of 18 count Eucalyptus by Paddock Lane Designs. You'll see that's a bit of a theme here. I just love her fabric, and she's an Australian dyer, so it's easy for me to get, and they're just beautiful pieces, and she's got the best customer service. Okay, so this next one is also a Stitch Rovia. Do I have the front page? Apparently I don't. But this is the A Mermaid Sleeps Here pattern. I would say I'm a little over a quarter. This is really lovely. My daughter's gonna absolutely love this. It is a piece of 18 count from Paddock Lane Designs, but what was it? It was June's fabric of the month for last year, and it was Coral Beach. So nice. And that was a smaller count. I started off in the small piece, and I've gone up to the medium, which is a fat quarter. So this one here is just a little bit shameful. This is the Lola Crow Designs Garden of Oddities, Greenhouse of Oddities. It was a mystery stitch along for last year, and I am so close to being done. I have basically just here to do, and then there's one tree in the middle that I haven't started and some back stitch, and then I can call this done. She is about to release this year's stitch along, which is the Deadly Aquarium, and I am really tempted by that, but I just want to get this done before I sort of fully commit. This is a piece of 18 count Ada in Mummy from Bestitch Me. I've only got a few pieces of Bestitch Me fabric because I live in Australia, and just to get a piece shipped here is like $60. So I do have a few pieces, but I treat them very sparingly. You won't see them used much because they're hard to get, so I sort of save them for things that are special, I guess. Okay, so this is the Dark Queen of the Sea by Autumn Lane Stitchery. I know that I started this one recently, so it hasn't been in any videos. And this is on a piece of 18 count. It was the fabric of the month for December by Patty Clean Designs. It's called Christmas. I don't know if it's going to pick it up, but it has got the sparkle, which I think is just so beautiful for a piece like this. So that's that one. Okay. Now this I know would have been, where am I? Here. This I know would have been in the last video. I probably maybe put 100 stitches in, if that. And I love this. I don't know why I haven't put anything into it. I think I've just been distracted. Something shiny comes out, then you stitch alongs, and yeah. So that's this one. See, it's so beautiful, and I've actually done a fair chunk. I've nearly finished one page. I've worked into another page. I do just need to pull this out. This is an 18 count. I think it's Confederate Grey, just by Zweigart. I'm not 100% sure, but it was when I first sort of started, so I know that it wasn't a hand dyed. So that's that one. Okay, so this one here I've nearly finished. This is The Legend of Sleepy Hollow by the Witchy Stitcher. So I've done all the black. You can see there's this little, sorry, I am doing the moon behind the wording, and now just finishing off the stars, and then this will be done. I did decide to do the white in glow in the dark floss, and I hate it. I hate stitching with it. It is going to be really cool, but it's just slow going getting it done. Like, in some ways I wish I sort of didn't, but now I've committed to it. I've got the skein, I'm doing it. It's just slow going. So maybe I'm not using it right. If you have any ideas, you know, chuck them in the comments to make my life a little bit easier. On this side, I will go over plans at the end, but whilst I've got it out, this is a piece of Lavender Flowers by Patty Clean Design, also in 18 count. I am going to do the Witchy Stitches, the black pearl on the other side. I just think this fabric's so cool, and the black looks amazing on it. And then I sort of have two pieces done on one piece, which is nice. So yeah, that one was really easy to do. Like, if you're doing, like, you want to see something get some progress, a good black monochromatic piece is always, you know, an easy one to go with. This here, I know I showed it last time, it will have seen some work. This is the Vanity Sampler from Liz Matthews. So I've done the border. I did have an issue where the border didn't meet up and I was one off. So you might see here that that line is one below. I am just going to double that up. I'm just sort of using it as, you know, from here down is right, and then from here up is right. I just need to sort of go along and fill that out. This is a piece of 18 count Turbulent from Patty Clean Designs. This is my favorite fabric that she does. That and Eucalyptus. I've done a couple of pieces on this. I'll show you a finish sort of closer to the end, but this fabric is just beautiful. and I haven't seen a piece of it that I haven't liked. Obviously being a hand dyed, they are all different, but it's just stunning, and I basically need to always have a piece of it in my stash in case something pops up, because everything goes on it. Okay, this is the Snow White stitch. I'm not going to open it all up because it's just a massive piece of fabric when really I've only sort of done Snow White. I think when I showed this, I'd literally done maybe 5 stitches and started her hand. So I have come down and done some of her dress. This is going to be a massive project. It's a piece of just 18 count. It could be ivory, just by what I got. This is a big piece and it's going to take a long time. Because the pattern is from like the late 80s and it's like a Dutch pattern, it is quite hard to read and the way they did their symbols then. So it's just something that sort of I pull out when I know I've got the brain capacity for it. So it's probably going to be in my life, in my stitching WIP pile for 10 years, but that's okay. The next one is the Haunted Mansion from Tiny Modernist. I don't think I've worked on this since I showed it last, and I did see I'd made a bit of a whoopsie, so that's all I've done on that one. It's obviously a whole house, it'll take up the whole piece of fabric. Up here I just made a few little where I'd done the fencing on the roof and sort of come down too far, but that's okay. I will obviously pick this one back up, but I've just got so much I'm doing right now. This is a piece of, this is from Be Stitch Me. What are you? I don't want to say it's haunted, but catacombs. And this is lovely. I actually have one other piece of this, but I thought that piece is quite big. It's going to take me, you know, a decent amount of time. It looks really nice on that, so I would sort of, you know, reach into that fancy pile for that one. Where are we? Okay, I've got one other start that's barely a start. So this is the start corner of the Cryptid Stitch Along from Witchy Stitcher. This is a piece of 18 count Veronica May from Patty Klein Designs. It's beautiful, it's massive. And I'm actually going to do both the Supernatural Stitch Along and the Cryptid Stitch Along on this piece. I'm hoping that some of the blues don't blend in too much, but if I have to do some extra back stitching, so be it. I just think it's such a nice color, and my lounge is a very similar sort of blue, so I actually think it'll work really nice in there. So I sort of just went with it, and we'll tackle some color obstacles if we get there. What else have I got here? This one here I started. It was the Rare Horror Flies. Who were you by? Noctifloral? Yeah, Noctifloral Designs. It was their stitch along. I started it, I cracked along, and then I just sort of put it down. And I haven't picked it back up. This is on a piece of 18 count. I want to say it's Spring Garden. By Patty Klein Designs. It is a an iridescent as well, so it has got that sparkle. It's really lovely. I just don't know if I'm going to finish it. If anyone is interested in maybe taking over my WIP, if you're in Australia, I would send this to you if anyone was interested. Obviously you'd have to buy the pattern yourself and the flosses, but yeah, I just don't see me finishing it, and I really did love it and I loved the idea of it, but I've just got so much that I enjoyed more. And who knows, if no one's interested, it'll just go in my pile and maybe I will get back to it. But you know how sometimes you think you love something and then you're doing it and it just doesn't get there? That's how I sort of feel with that one. Okay, So this is my last WIP. So this is on a piece of 18 count. This was unnamed. I bought this from Patty Clayton's Facebook group. She does like one-off sales every now and then, or when she's trying to clear some stock. And so this one actually doesn't have a name, but it's just kind of like an off-whitey blue kind of color. And these are from Stitch Rovia, and it's just the Santa stops here and little Santas. I'm going to do a couple of these. I've got a couple of little Christmas ones that I want to do that I bought hoops for. So I'm pretty close to being done with these, so I just have to, you know, chuck the last couple of stitches in. The issue with doing Christmas in the middle of the year is you don't have that like urgency, but then it'll come November and I'll be like, oh my god, I've got to do these right now. So I really should prioritize getting some stitches in there. Okay, so this is like my sort of first finish that I wanted to show. So it's from Stitch Rovia as well, and I just bought the pack of these little circles for Christmas, and it just says this is the most wonderful time of the year. I'm just doing these on white Aida. This is a big piece. I plan on doing quite a few of these little ones and then just finish them off in the hoops. So that's sort of, now we're going to move into plans, and so that getting more of those is up there. Okay, I did get the Tiny Modernist Nutcracker Christmas tree. She just released an Alice in Wonderland one, and oh my god, it's beautiful. I want to start this and definitely purchase that one, and the Wizard of Oz one. So those two are definitely going to happen. I just want to get started on this. I have finished one of her trees already, so I will show you that after we sort of go through plans. But this is so cute. Look at the little nutcrackers. They're beautiful. And I have already like done the floss. I'm going to put this on a piece of 18 count eucalyptus. This is a little bit darker than the last piece I showed, which is the beauty of hand dyeing. They're not always the same, but they're beautiful either way. Okay, what else have I got over here? Sorry for zippers. Oh, I just had pulled apart. I want to do the Shannon Christie Christmas designs that she released last year for free on her Facebook. So I basically had just done a bag with some fabric and some colours. There's not much in here to show you that's all that interesting because I haven't started anything and I haven't even printed off the patterns. So that was uneventful. I've got the Stitch Rovia Little Magic pattern, so I do want to start this one this year. I just have in here a normal plain piece of 18 count navy Aida, just swagger. I didn't do anything hand dyed for this one. I may change my mind, so that's why I haven't sort of done anything yet, and I haven't kitted up the colours, just because I want to be sure before I start something like that that I am happy with the fabric choice. The next one I have planned is just another little. So I'm actually going to do this one for my mum. It says welcome to the Dragonfly Inn. It is a Gilmore Girls just little stitch, and it's so cute, and me and my mum love Gilmore Girls. I basically rewatch it as soon as I finish it, so it's like always halfway through, and my husband's like, are you watching that again? But it's just so easy to have on in the background, and because I've seen it, then I'm not like focused on that while I'm stitching or whatever, but I just find it comforting. And I'm going to do that one on a piece of 18 count blush from Patty Clayton Designs. It's pink. I don't know if the light's sort of doing it any justice, but that's it there. Okay, that's in there. And then the last one I have for plans is, I am actually going to show the pattern because this is free on Fox and Rabbit's Facebook page. So it's just a little Quaker sort of styled Christmas tree and just says Christmas. So if you go on their website, you'd be able to get this one. Yep. And I have the most amazing piece of fabric to put it on. Look at that. So I'm thinking what I'll do is I'll do like white and gold, or maybe just white depending on how I feel. And I think it'll look so cool on there. I love a fabric like this. I'll show you a finish I've got on something similar. I think this is raspberry from memory. I've put the little card down somewhere, but I'm sure it's a piece of 18 count raspberry, not raspberry cobbler, just raspberry. Okay. All right, I'll put that away, and then I'll show you some finishes that I have done over the last couple of months that you wouldn't have seen. I don't even think I've posted on my Instagram because I had planned to do this video first, and then life got in the way and all of a sudden we're 5 months later. But I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Okay, so this is the Edgar Allan Poe tree from Tiny Modernist. This is so beautiful, and this is on a piece of raspberry peach cobbler. I'm just gonna come in, and I just think that this looks stunning on this fabric. Like, it makes all the colors really pop, and it's not something you'd think to do it on. So I think the design, like the example that they've stitched, it's on a grey, and I sort of felt like it just blended in. And then I saw a piece of this that Lisa at Paddock Lane had designed, and I was like, that's it, I'm doing it. And it's just stunning. So I finished that one, and then this is Autumn Lane Stitchery pattern, Serena Sprout, and this is on a piece of 18 count turbulent, also from Paddock Lane Designs, and it just is so lovely. So this one's a bit more like blue and grey. To the last piece I showed was a bit more subtle, but this is stunning, and I just have to figure out what I'm going to do with it. Do I turn it into a cushion? Do I just frame it? I'm just not sure. And then this is my last finished piece. So I did this over the Christmas break, and this is on a piece of 18 count Bronze Age, I'm pretty sure, from Bestitch Me, and it is the Apothecary from Witchy Stitcher. I am just going to put this up here because it is beautiful. I do want to stitch this again. I know my sister would love this. I sort of want to keep this one. I'm going to frame it. I don't know where I'm going to put it yet, but it is just so nice, and I'm so glad I picked it up. And it was an easy stitch because it's all just one color. There is some back stitching, but it all just sort of makes sense. But this is lovely. Okay, I have some shopping. I'm just going to show you the last two fabric of the months that I got. So this was my first piece from Crafty Leanie, and it is their February fabric of the month. It's called Geode, and oh my god, it's beautiful. Look at it. This is stunning. If I hadn't already started the Dark Queen of the Seas on that two-toned piece, I would have definitely put it on this. This is beautiful. I have no idea what I'm going to put on it yet, but I'm so happy to have it. Does that pink sort of look like a cockatoo? How cute is it? Okay, and then the last piece I have, which I can show these now because it was February's and March's. So if you haven't got your piece of March yet from Paddock Lane Designs, then it's lost in the post and you should probably get onto that. But this is Lavender Parfait, and this is beautiful. It's like purple but blue. It's a lot darker in real life. I don't know, there's two big massive windows here that I decided to do this in front of, but this is stunning. I'm so happy with that. And yeah, obviously I did go to a bigger piece, but sometimes the pieces you get in your monthly are bigger than what they should be anyway. So Lisa's just a queen. I just love her fabrics, and she's so quick. So they're the 2 fabric of the month that I'm subscribed to at the moment. I was part of another one, but she stopped doing it and I was probably going to cancel anyway. So I'm really happy with the 2 businesses that I do get the fabrics of the month from. So Patty Clean Designs is once a month, and Crafty Leanie is bi-monthly. So, which is good, but it's, oh, how beautiful. Yeah. Okay, so that's basically my update, my whips. It didn't actually take as long as I thought it was going to, unless I just went blah, 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 blah. And if you have some feedback you want me to slow it down in the future, I can try. But yeah, that's basically my update. From here, I'm going to take some photos, upload and update my Instagram finally. And then I am going to try to do fortnightly, maybe monthly, just depending on how much stitching I actually get done. Because I don't want to come on here and be like, these are the 2 things I stitched on. But then maybe that's something people are interested in, because everyone's floss tubes are 45 minutes long to, you know, an hour and a half. I don't know where I sort of sit in that. I think that if I did bi-weekly, so fortnightly, I would have still only like a 20-minute video, and I think that that's what works for me. Yeah, I don't know that I'll ever be someone that has the time to sit down for that long, or 2 has the stitching. I like to do a lot of progress on a few pieces, so it may not leave me as much to talk about, but I get a lot of progress on those pieces that I am working on. So if that's the kind of thing that you're interested in, obviously hit subscribe, hang around. I will link my Instagram down below, because I do update more on that. But moving forward, I have a plan. Whether or not it happens, wish me the best. May the stitching gods help me. That was stupid. Anyway, all right, thanks for watching, guys. Bye.